think you're gonna take away with your money and your cocaine. Keep thinking that her mind is gonna change. I know everything is okay. She's gonna listen to her heart. It's gonna tell her what to do. She might need a lot of loving, but she don't need you. Hey folks, Billy Sullivan here, and welcome to Billy's Guitars Week 13, Video 13, and it just happens to be Thanksgiving week, folks. And happy early Thanksgiving to you all. And today's guitar, I'm talking about the Rickenbacker 620 6-string electric guitar. Now, I've owned Rickenbacker 12s. I just recently, about 6 months ago or 7 months ago, I got this 6-string because I never had a 6-string Rickenbacker, and I figured, why not? I'd love to have one. It's got the vibe. You probably recognize this guitar from Tom Petty and the front cover of Damn the Torpedoes, but that wasn't a 6-string. That was an actual 12-string. And technically, that guitar belongs to Mike Campbell. That's why I started off with a Tom Petty song. But Mike Campbell owns a bunch of guitars, and he has a bunch of 620s. He still owns that 620 Rickenbacker that's on the front cover of Damn the Torpedoes, I'm sure. He tells a great story about that, where they were just starting to record their second album, and they wanted to incorporate a Rickenbacker 12-string into the music. And he was looking through the LA recycler paper. That's kind of like the trade papers and the classifieds. And there was a guy in Anaheim that had a Rickenbacker 12-string for sale for $150 or something, or $200, something ridiculous. It was 1976. And he drove there to the guy's house thinking that he was going to get a Rickenbacker 12-string that looks like the George Harrison one, like the one I own. I'll feature that one next week. But instead, he showed up and the 12-string looked like this. And needless to say, he was disappointed. I think he offered the guy $150 for it, and what a steal. But still, a Rickenbacker 12, Rickenbacker 6 are still wonderful guitars, made in the US of A. Now, this one's a reissued. This one, I believe, is from 2021. You know, mostly all my guitars are reissued. I think the only vintage guitar I have is that wood grain Les Paul that my brother bought me. Other than that, everything's pretty much new. I mean, recent. But I like the idea of having a Rickenbacker 6-string in collection. And when it came not with these pickups. It came with the different style of pickup. It's kind of the same shape, but it's all black, and the pole pieces are right in the middle. This for me, it was more about the look. This is more the vintage Rickenbacker pickup. They call it the toaster pickup. And again, my good friend Craig Carpenter, I just happened to ask him, said, "You don't happen to have the toaster style Rickenbacker pickups?" He goes, "As a matter of fact, I have a set that he made." And I said, "I want them. I'm looking." I told him what I was looking for, because I was looking for a little bit more of the jangle. Because my Rick 12 has the toaster pickups that's from the factory. That's the way it came. And that guitar's got lots of jingle jangle. But I want a jingle jangle on this, but just with 6 strings, you know. These pickups sound awesome. Whoops. So again, my friend Craig Carpenter made these Rickenbacker style toaster pickups for this, and it's got plenty of the plus Yes, it handles distortion too. You know, Jimmy Babchek from the Smithereens is a Rickenbacker user. He always was using, I think he was using like Rickenbacker 330s, the 6-string, and 12. I seen him with the 12 and Telecasters, but he's a proud Rickenbacker player as well. Hi, Jimmy, if you're watching. But obviously, John Lennon in the very early days, he didn't have this model, but he had a kind of a different model of Rickenbacker 6-string. Oh yeah, tell you something, I think you'll understand when I say that something. I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand, I wanna hold your hand. Well, you get the point. The Rickenbacker 620 6-string reissued from 2021. And happy Thanksgiving.